So it has been an exciting week. We saw the launch of the Pocket 4. We saw the launch of GoPro's new lineup, the Mission 1 compact cinema cameras. And now we kind of saw a bit of what I'm calling a soft launch of Insta360's Luna. They're going to do a Pro and an Ultra version. The Luna is where things get exciting because it definitely has two lenses and we've got to see what that looks like as well as some of the zoom. And that's because Insta360 is doing a pretty good job of marketing. I will say it's kind of weird. They have a booth at NAB. It's a frosted box with, both of their cameras in there, both the Ultra and the Pro. You can see the outline and everything. It's pretty clear what it is, but you can't see through the box. I think what you need to do, or what you should have done, is had that box be completely black and then fade to clear by the end of NAB. What's in the box, bro? Insta360, I am available for your marketing team if you need me there. But before we go on, let's address this. If you haven't seen my well, I wouldn't even call it a review, but my take on the Pocket 4, it'll be linked down below as well as up here. We're not going to get it in America. And you're going to see a lot of big creators, major creators, small creators get this wrong. They're like, I don't get it. It got FCC approval. Yeah, you're right. But it's on the covered list, my friends. And, national security, that's a little bit different than FCC. So they're telling you they don't understand why. And it's because they don't do their research anymore. So if you are hearing that from anyone, there's one particular creator that's going to make it into a big thing because that's what he does. He likes to be political. He's going to blame it on Trump when really all this legislation started under Biden. It's continued by Trump. So both of them are equally responsible, in my opinion. Trump could say, no, we're going to take him off the covered list. But why would he do that when all of his children are on drone boards here in America and are setting up American-based drone companies? Yeah, you got to follow the money, boys. Now, in terms of GoPro, super rooting for them, but I'm scared because they have an embargo on all the footage from the M1 series. So if we can't see any footage from the Mission 1, Mission Pro, Mission IDS, whatever it is called, then why am I going to pre-order it, GoPro? So marketing 101, bro. Like, why would I go buy it without even seeing any footage? That's just silly to me. Absolutely silly. And if some of you guys are going to say, oh, well, you see footage, from them, I don't trust that. Don't trust that. And then don't get me started on DJI launching the Pocket 4, hearing all the grumbles being like, kind of a letdown, blah, 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 and then saying, oh, don't worry, guys. Don't worry. You could buy this one, and then you could buy the Pocket 4 Pro, and then that will have the dual lenses. So I don't know about your marketing team there, but that seems silly as well. Got to give love to Insta360 here because they are giving us two choices. They aren't holding one back. They aren't nickeling and diming us like they did in the past. They have learned from their mistakes, and they're giving both of us a choice, probably when it launches, I assume, later in May. And right now, we do have some footage that we're going to take a look at. These are for some great creators. I have their names on there. I have all the information linked down below. Go check them out. But they were lucky enough, a few of them were lucky enough to get their hands on the Insta360 Luna Ultra. So the first creator we're going to look at is Mark Arnett. You can see there, it just passed by, but this right here is the frosted box. If you took this and it slowly revealed throughout the show, okay, because clearly you're okay with people seeing it, maybe not the front side, but maybe it's time, you could have had people coming back through and stopping multiple times at your booth. Man, come on, holler at me. Like I said, I do marketing. Let me know about that. But you can see here, I think there becomes a better view right here, and you will see that right there is the Luna. And then next to that is the Luna Pro. So Luna Ultra, Luna Pro, I misspoke there. So they're both Lunas, but this is the Ultra and this is the Pro. This has the dual head on it. That's going to give us a telephoto lens and a wide angle. And I'm assuming this is just the wide angle. There might be some very real other differences. We don't know much specs about this. So yeah, let's just take a look. He kind of looks at this. And again, frosted glass, bro. Could have been something really cool, boys. You could have had a lot of people coming back by over and over and over again, and a lot of traffic to your booth. All right, I'll give you that one for free. So he doesn't do much more here. We're gonna skip ahead to the next creator where we start seeing some footage. And yeah, check out his channel, Mark Arnett. He's there. He's doing a lot of different things and covering a lot of different areas each day in NAB. So here is Jevin. Let's go back here to give him some shine. Jevin Dovey. Really good creator, solid creator. I like him, outdoors guy as well. So I do respect him. Here we go. This is the Luna. I've seen multiple creators say they just don't want people showing the front side of it. I don't know whether that's because Jevin mentions that it has beta software on it, or there's something exclusive on the front that they just don't want to reveal yet, or it's not ready. But this is film right here. that he is using the Luna Ultra. And you can see here, this is one of the things I wanted to mention. If you saw my live cast, you probably heard me talk about this. There's not much bounce, if any, up and down. Now, it's supposed to only have a 3-axis stabilization. I don't know if they're doing anything digitally to stabilize it as well, but that's one of my big problems with the Pocket 3 is when you walk, you get that bounce. Now, he is a master at the ninja walk, but if you look at this, this is color graded, so recognize he's shooting everything in log. I kind of wish he didn't do that, but then he color grades it. So it does look a little soft to me, but that's probably just the grade. But in terms of the way this camera looks, I'm pretty impressed right away. You can see here it's being shot indoors when they go out and get some tacos. Make sure you check out Jevin. It will be down below. I hope I'm saying that right, Jevin Dovey. But great creator there. We're gonna move forward a little bit. This is where you're gonna see what you all probably wanted to stop by, and this is the zoom capabilities. If you watch that building in the background there, sorry, I don't really like Vegas, so I don't know what it's called. Someone told me what it's called, but I can't remember. But nonetheless, you can see that's a pretty dang incredible zoom. So let's watch that one more time at about how far that is. Take a look at this, and then he's going to zoom in. Certainly we've lost some quality, in my opinion. We've lost some compression. It looks a little weird, but also remember it is on YouTube, so you're probably not going to see a whole lot in terms of the super high quality it may in fact be because of the horrible compression that YouTube puts it through. But you can see here there seems to be a little bit of tracking at the high end or the upper end, meaning the telephoto part of it, and it seems like it's doing a pretty good job to me. If we go back here, the other thing I wanted to notice, I don't know if I captured this or not, but look at the detail as well. So I think it is a pretty good camera, at least from what I'm seeing, as even compared to the Pocket 4. I mean, you know, you're splitting hairs at this point when it comes down to this, but I think this is certainly going to be a contender. And to be honest with you, A, we can't get it in America, and B, I'm willing to take and sacrifice some image quality, even on the wide angle part, simply because I want this telephoto. And I'm not, I mean, I can't get the P4 Pro, so yeah, it is what it is. But regardless, this is pretty cool, man, especially for my application. Now again, he's filming on this. We're going to scoot forward a little bit. You can see some of that tracking there with the high end. He's kind of zoomed in median range here, so you can kind of see a medium look there. And then if you move it forward a little bit, we're going to get into some night videography, and I want you to notice the clouds as well. You'll see some definitions in the cloud, but overall it looks pretty good to me. I don't know, probably just as good as the Pocket 4. It does have a 1-inch sensor. It does have 14 stops, the same as the Pocket 4. Now here he's vlogging again. Notice the stability and notice the bokeh in the background here. A lot of blurriness there. His face sticks out well. I think it's exposing his face quite well. So overall, my opinion of this is pretty good. Now we're going to take a look at Philip Scaraba. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Here's some shots. Walking, I see a little bit more of that bobble, so perhaps it's just Jevin is a master kung fu at the ninja walk. Here is a zoomed in shot, very similar shot to what we saw before, but you know, again, I mean, you could nitpick this a little bit, but overall I think it's good. I think it's good. This is log, and he color graded it here, so you can kind of get a sense. Let's see if I can pause it here of what that would look like. So over here would be the log, and notice this building, right? You can just make those colors pop. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good. It's going to be very flat, as it should in the log, and I think that's what people need to take away here. We're going to have 10-bit, we're going to have log. And apparently Insta360 is saying they're going to do that on all their cameras from here on out. So that is a big win for the ecosystem and for Insta360 in general. This is another shot here of this high heel thing. You can kind of see he's walking and tracking. So beautiful. I honestly think this looks really good. I'm not now kind of disappointed that I can't get the Pocket 4 because this has this as well as the zoom. Now the price, yeah, remains to be seen, but look at this imagery, folks. I think this looks really good. I am actually kind of blown away in a sense because I wasn't expecting it to look this good, and I think it does a good job with the dynamic range. It also does a good job with the detail. Now here's someone else, Otto Julian. Make sure you check out his channel as well. Here you can see Leica lenses, can't go wrong with that, and this is what the footprint's going to look at like with that dual head. Look at the colors here. Now I don't think this is color graded, I'm speculating, but I think this is probably one of their normal color profiles. I'm glad he threw this in because this this is, you know, a lot of people are probably going to shoot in this normal color profile, and look at the colors here. Look at the dynamic range. I think it does a good job there. You're still getting some of that bokeh in the background. It's a 1.8 aperture at the low end. We know that much. We don't know what it's going to be on the high end yet in terms of that telephoto lens. Here, again, I think this is your standard color profile. You could probably even increase the way it looks. There's some tinting here to me, but that's probably the lights inside of this building that's making it look like. But this shot right here, I really like the shot, okay? I'm not one to pixel peep. I'm gonna look at it how it's intended to look. I don't need to zoom in and break it down. I don't see anything that stands out, soft corners, any artifacts, anything like that. The colors look great. It is super clear. Look at the, I guess that says circa. Again, not a Vegas dude. I can't stand gambling and I can't stand Vegas. Sorry if you're from there, just my personal opinion. I'm a country guy, mountain guy. These places make me nervous. Too many people for me, bro. Too many people. So yeah, so look at this, how it's dealing with all of this. I think it's amazing. Here we go, and he's going to zoom in. So again, can you see some quality loss? I mean, right there, that looks pretty dang good to me, even at that higher end. He's probably not all the way zoomed in there. Here's another great picture that's going to show you a lot of detail as well as that dynamic range. I like to look at things in the sky with the gradient, the natural gradients of the sky, from the whites to the deeper blues to the lighter blues. That's really going to give you an idea of how this looks overall. I like the color. I don't typically say that about Insta360's coloring, but I like the way this looks a whole lot. And this looks great too. So I am not mad whatsoever about what I'm seeing right now. I'm actually quite excited. And I, again, want to just thank all these creators that we looked at today. So I don't know what your plans are. I know what my plans are, as long as this isn't too crazy. I mean, if this is $1,000, yeah, no, I'm not gonna get it. But if it's like $699, I'll buy it all day, right? And I think it has to be more expensive than the Pocket 4. Pocket 4, I believe, for the creative combo is like $549. So if they did something similar for $550, $600, the only thing I worry about Insta360 is they tend to be a little bit more on the expensive side as their competitors, in my opinion. This, to me, shows a company. Insta360 is confident in what they built. They're willing to allow this stuff to quote unquote leak out. These aren't leaks. They gave it to these creators, right? So they are very confident to stand even on beta software, boys, even on beta software. And they're going to release both at the same time. Give the consumer the choice up front. Americans are weird like that. Our market is much different than European and Asian markets. And what the customer expects is much different. Imagine that, us entitled Americans, right? So, you know, they listen to a lot of us when we said this, and I think it's going to shine, because what is DJI doing? They're doing that nickel and dime BS. And I know a lot of people, even if we could buy it here, would frown upon that. And this isn't just their first offense. DJI did this from the Action 4 to the Action 5 Pro. Same crap, right? And then mark my words, you're going to get everything you want in the Pocket 4 Pro. I think people are buying the Pocket 4 now. I'm certain some people are. I've seen some people, but they announced the P officially, the Pocket 4 Pro, maybe a week after it was launched. Why do you think they did that? Anyways, I hope you like this. My name's HillPhantom. Please consider liking and subscribing. I'll see y'all next time.